Welcome, little listeners, to tonight's bedtime story on our magical podcast, where dreams take flight and adventures are as big as your imagination. Today we bring you a special tale about beauty, wisdom, and the true meaning of magnificence. Join us as we follow the adventures of Bubo the owl and Payvo the peacock. Payvo, with his radiant feathers, believes that magnificence is all about outward appearance. But wise Bubo thinks differently. Through a series of riddles, Bubo sets out to teach Payvo, and all of us, a valuable lesson about what it truly means to be magnificent. So, fluff up your feathers, settle in, and let's embark on a journey of discovery and friendship in the tale of Bubo the owl and Payvo the peacock. In a forest teeming with life, where trees whispered ancient secrets, and the air was filled with the fragrance of wildflowers, there lived two extraordinary birds. Bubo, the wise old owl, had feathers as soft as the night and eyes that shimmered with knowledge. Then there was Payvo, the peacock whose tail was a cascade of shimmering colors, each feather a stroke of nature's brush. Payvo loved nothing more than admiring his own reflection in the forest's clear stream, utterly captivated by his own beauty. So engrossed was he in his reflections that the world around him seemed to fade away, including those who lived within it. One bright morning, as Payvo was parading through the forest, fanning his spectacular tail and admiring its reflection, a small mouse approached him. The mouse had been trying to gather food for her family, but had encountered a problem. A piece of fruit was stuck in a thicket of thorns, just out of her reach. "Excuse me, Payvo," the mouse squeaked timidly. "Could you help me retrieve that fruit? Your long feathers might be able to reach it without getting hurt." Payvo glanced at the mouse, then at the thicket, and finally at his beautiful tail. "Oh, I couldn't possibly risk my feathers getting tangled or dirty," he replied haughtily. "Surely you can find another way." With that, Payvo turned back to his reflection, leaving the mouse to her dilemma. Bubo, perched on his favorite branch, had observed the entire exchange. He noticed how Payvo strutted past the mouse, not even acknowledging her need. It was then that Bubo decided it was time for Payvo to learn a valuable lesson. "Good morning, Payvo. You certainly are a sight to behold," Bubo began, breaking Payvo's self-admiration. Startled, Payvo looked around, his eyes finally settling on Bubo. "Oh, it's you, Bubo. I didn't see you there, busy as I was admiring my splendid feathers. Surely you agree that I am the most magnificent creature in the forest?" Bubo let out a soft, knowing hoot. "Beauty, Payvo, is a wonderful gift. But true magnificence isn't just about what's on the outside. It's also about what's inside, like wisdom, kindness, and the ability to see beyond oneself." Payvo scoffed at this. "Wisdom, kindness. What use are those when one has beauty like mine?" Seeing Payvo's dismissiveness and recalling the incident with the mouse, Bubo proposed a challenge. "Let's have a contest of riddles, Payvo. Through them, we shall explore what truly makes someone magnificent. If you can answer my riddles, I will concede that your beauty is unmatched. But if you can't, then you must agree to learn about the beauty that lies beyond the mirror." Payvo, ever confident, agreed without hesitation, unaware that Bubo's challenge was about to unfold the depth of true magnificence beyond mere appearances. "So here is your first riddle, Payvo," said Bubo. "I stand tall without moving, reaching for the sky, though I never speak. I shelter those who fly. What am I? Bubo posed the question gently, his eyes locking onto Payvo's. Payvo thought for a moment, his gaze wandering from the pond to the sky, but the answer eluded him. I don't know, Bubo. What is it? The tree, Payvo. It shows us that true greatness lies in giving without seeking praise. As Bubo revealed the answer to be the tree, Payvo was taken aback. For a moment his feathers lost their luster in the shadow of his dawning understanding. The realization that true beauty could lie in silent, selfless service struck him deeply, reshaping his view of his own brilliant plumage. "Ready for another?" Bubo asked, to which Payvo nodded. "My voice is the music of the forest, though I have no mouth to sing. I quench the thirst of all, yet I never ask for anything. What am I?" Bubo continued, hoping Payvo would see the lesson. Payvo scratched his head, looking around as if the answer would appear before him. Yet again he failed to find it. "I'm not sure, Bubo. Tell me," said Payvo. "The stream, Payvo? It teaches us that magnificence is in serving others, not just in being admired," Bubo replied, his voice filled with hope that Payvo would understand. Payvo stared at the flowing water, its gentle music suddenly more profound than his most vibrant tale display. "All this time my beauty has demanded attention, yet here is the stream offering life without a single demand," he thought, the insight washing over him like the cool waters he so admired. "One last riddle," Bubo said. "I light up the world, bringing warmth to all I touch. I ask for nothing in return, yet I give so much. What am I?" This was Bubo's final attempt to enlighten Payvo. Payvo looked up at the sky, then at his feathers, and finally at Bubo, a sense of defeat in his eyes. "I don't know, Bubo. I really don't." "The sun, Payvo? It shines for everyone, asking nothing in return. True magnificence, you see, is about what you give, not just what you have," Bubo explained gently, hoping his words would take root in Payvo's heart. Upon hearing that the sun was the answer, Payvo looked up. The sun's rays warmed his face, and a light not of the dawn but of understanding filled his eyes. "The sun shines upon all, never seeking praise nor favor," he whispered, his voice tinged with awe. This realization that magnificence was about enriching others' lives rather than enhancing one's own appearance caught him completely off guard, leaving a lasting impact on his heart. In the silence that followed, Payvo reflected on Bubo's riddles and the answers he couldn't find. He realized that his beauty had blinded him to the beauty of giving, helping, and caring for others. Ashamed of his earlier behavior and humbled by his ignorance, Payvo turned to Bubo. "I see now how shallow I've been. True magnificence isn't about dazzling others with my feathers, but about illuminating the lives of those around me with kindness and generosity." From that day forward, Payvo not only shared the beauty of his feathers, but also the beauty of his heart. He helped where he could, learned eagerly from Bubo, and grew to understand that magnificence was a blend of outward splendor and inner wisdom. And so concludes the tale of Bubo the Owl and Payvo the Peacock. Dear listeners, I hope this story leaves you with a sparkle of wisdom and a flutter of joy in your hearts. May you find beauty not just in what you see, but in the acts of kindness you bestow upon the world. Until next time, keep your hearts open and your minds curious.